Brothers and sisters, close your eyes for a moment and imagine the vast deserts of Arabia more than 1400 years ago. Life was harsh, tribes were divided, and idolatry was everywhere. Yet in the middle of this dark environment, God was preparing the arrival of the greatest man to ever walk the earth, Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. But before he became a prophet, before revelation came in the cave of Hira, Muhammad was a child, an orphan, yet destined for greatness. His childhood was filled with trials, lessons, and signs that shaped him into the messenger of God. Today, we will journey into the early life of Prophet Muhammad, exploring his birth, childhood, and the remarkable events that marked him as the chosen one long before prophethood. This will not be just a story, it will be a journey into history, faith, and inspiration. Part 1, The World Before His Birth. To understand the childhood of Prophet Muhammad, we must first look at the world he was born into. Arabia at the time was a land of tribes, where loyalty was based on bloodlines and clans. There was no central government, no king to unite the people. The strong oppressed the weak, and the poor had little protection. Women were often treated unfairly, and baby girls were sometimes buried alive in acts of ignorance. Religion, too, had been corrupted. The Kaaba, built by Abraham and Ishmael as a house for the worship of one true God, was now surrounded by idols. Over 360 idols stood there, worshipped by tribes who had forgotten the faith of their forefathers. Superstitions and false practices dominated the spiritual life of Arabia. Yet, there were still people who believed in the one God. These were called the Hunafa, truth seekers who rejected idol worship. They waited and prayed for the coming of a messenger who would guide mankind back to the truth. And at that very time, in Mecca, a child was about to be born, who would change the world forever. Part 2, The Birth of Muhammad. In the year 570, a year remembered in history as the Year of the Elephant, the Prophet Muhammad was born. This year was marked by a famous event when the Abyssinian ruler Abraha marched with an army of elephants to destroy the Kaaba. But God protected his house with a miraculous event described in the Quran, when flocks of birds rained down stones upon Abraha's army, defeating them completely. This was the same year that Muhammad entered the world, a sign that something great was about to happen. Muhammad was born in Makkah to Amina, a noble woman from the tribe of Quraysh, and Abdullah, the son of Abdul Muttalib. But even before his birth, tragedy struck. His father Abdullah had passed away, leaving Amina as a widow. Muhammad was born an orphan without ever meeting his father. His grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, the respected leader of the Quraysh, named the baby Muhammad, which means the praised one. This name was unique and not common among the Arabs at the time. People asked, "Why did you choose this name?" Abdul Muttalib replied, "I want him to be praised in the heavens and on earth." Little did he know how true those words would become. Part 3, The Orphaned Child. The early years of Muhammad's life were filled with both love and loss. As was the custom in Arabia, young children were sent to live in the desert with Bedouin wet nurses, so they could grow up strong and healthy in the fresh air. Muhammad was placed in the care of Halima Sadiya, a woman from the Banu Sad tribe. When Halima first took him, she had no idea how blessed her life was about to become. From the moment Muhammad entered her household, everything changed. Her once weak camel became strong, her goats produced more milk, and her family experienced a sudden abundance they had never known before. She and her husband knew that this child carried something extraordinary. Muhammad grew in the desert for several years, learning the pure Arabic language of the Bedouins and developing strength and endurance. But one day, something unusual happened. While playing with other children, young Muhammad was approached by two figures, angels in human form. They laid him down, opened his chest, and washed his heart with pure water, removing any trace of evil or impurity. Then they returned his heart, leaving a mark on his chest. The other children ran back in fear, telling Halima what they had seen. Alarmed, she quickly returned Muhammad to his mother Amina. This was one of the first miraculous signs of his special destiny. But life was not easy. At the age of 6, Muhammad faced another devastating loss. His mother Amina died while traveling back from visiting relatives. Now he was left a double orphan, without father or mother. His grandfather Abdul Muttalib took him in with love and care, but only 2 years later, he too passed away. At just 8 years old, Muhammad had lost both parents and his grandfather. He was then placed under the guardianship of his uncle Abu Talib, who raised him with kindness, despite being poor himself. Part 4. The Honest Child. From a young age, Muhammad showed qualities that set him apart from other children. He was quiet, thoughtful, and never took part in the immoral practices of the Quraysh. While other boys played recklessly or engaged in idol worship, Muhammad stayed away. He was known for his honesty, his kindness, and his gentle character. As he grew older, he began working as a shepherd, tending to sheep in the hills of Makkah. Many prophets before him had also been shepherds, and this job taught patience, responsibility, and leadership. Later, he worked as a merchant, helping his uncle Abu Talib in trade caravans. Even as a teenager, Muhammad became known for his trustworthiness. People began calling him Al-Amin, meaning the trustworthy one. Whenever someone had valuables, they would leave them with Muhammad, knowing he would never betray them. This honesty and reliability were clear signs that he was destined for something greater. Part 5. Early Signs of Prophethood. Throughout his childhood and teenage years, Muhammad experienced moments that hinted at his future mission. He never lied, never cheated, and never bowed to idols. He lived in a society full of corruption, yet he remained pure. People respected him for his character. He was compassionate to the poor, gentle to children, and respectful to the elderly. Even before receiving revelation, he lived as a man of truth and dignity. Stories tell us that he avoided the gatherings of music, drinking, and idol worship that were common among the youth of Makkah. It was as if God was protecting him from every form of impurity, preparing him for his mission as a prophet. The childhood of Prophet Muhammad was not one of luxury or ease. It was a life marked by hardship, loss, and struggle. Yet it was precisely these struggles that shaped him into the man who would carry the greatest responsibility in history, the responsibility of delivering God as final message to humanity. From being born an orphan, to being raised by foster parents, to working as a shepherd and a merchant, every stage of his early life prepared him for the mission ahead. His honesty, purity, and strength were early signs of the greatness that was to come. Brothers and sisters, the lessons from his childhood remind us that trials can shape us, losses can strengthen us, and honesty and kindness are treasures that build trust and respect. And so, before the first revelation came, the world had already begun to see glimpses of the man who would change history forever. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring Islamic stories.